Don't kill me yet. I'm too alive. Leave it to me. I want no more accidents like that DARPA Chief.
Ocelot, don't screw up like you did with the Chief.
Yes, I know. That was an accident. I didn't think a pencil pusher like him would be so tough.
We're short-handed, so make this little torture show of yours as short as possible.
Torture? This is an interrogation.
As you wish.
See you later, brother. Huh? Looks like I got a roommate. The DARPA Chief. What a stench.
Snake, are you okay?
I've been better. Come on, Colonel. Why don't you stop playing dumb? I'm sorry about Meryl, but I want the lies to end now.
What are you talking about?
Metal Gear was designed to launch a new type of nuclear warhead, wasn't it? You knew it all along, didn't you? Why did you try to hide it?
I'm sorry.
Plausible deniability, huh?
Yes. And tomorrow, the President and his Russian counterpart are scheduled to sign the START 3 Accord.
I get it. That's the reason for the deadline. The corpse of the DARPA Chief is lying right here next to me.
Oh, man.
But it's strange. He looks and smells like he's been dead for days. All his blood's been drained out, too.
Drained.
Maybe to slow down decomposition?
I have no idea.
But the Chief only died a few hours ago, right?
Right. But he's already started to decompose.
What could it all be about?
Your top priority now is to destroy Metal Gear itself. Sorry to have to lay it all in your lap, but you're all I've got. Bust out of there and get to the communications tower.
It's me, Otacon. Wow, they even captured you.
Hurry, get me out of here.
Let me go, that hurts.
Hurry up.
Is that how you ask a guy a favor? Let me go. Jeez. I thought you might be hungry. If you need more food, I can bring some more later. I got it from Sniper Wolf.
Why?
I don't know why, but she's nice to me.
Sounds like Stockholm Syndrome to me.
She likes dogs. She must be a good person. Please don't hurt her.
Wake up, you idiot. That guard's got the key. You'll have to take him out.
Give me a break. I'm no soldier. I can't take anybody out.
You have to.
I'll be killed.
Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Shattered Dice Plays Metal Gear Solid, the board game. And today we are playing the prison break stage, in which Solid Snake has been captured and is held by Revolver Ocelot, and it is up to Otacon and the cyborg ninja Grey Fox to save him. And unlike the video game, where it is just Snake who is imprisoned, in the board game, Meryl is also a prisoner, and we have to try and save her as well. So we'll see how that goes when we get to it. But for now, Otacon and Grey Fox start here, and there are two other levels to this map. So the thing to be aware of is Otacon cannot attack. He has the special ability, I'm No Soldier, where he can't use weapons, and his action dashboard is slightly different in that he has the ability to hack terminals, which we will see him doing throughout the course of this stage, but he can't actually, he has no hand-to-hand abilities or anything like that. So Otacon is completely defenseless, and he relies on his advanced stealth camouflage, which will be very handy for us. The cyborg ninja also has some stealth camouflage, and he's also taking the thermal goggles and the level 3 key card. So the other thing with Otacon is he has his system deck, which he uses when hacking. So the way these work, I'll just shuffle this in a minute, but I'll just show you this this card for now. So when he hacks a system, when he hacks a terminal, he can use actions to get access to these cards. And to activate them, you use the Access Systems action, and then you basically need to roll dice and get the same combination shown here to be able to use the ability on the card. And as we can see here, this one, remote unlock a security door up to X level. So if it's a yellow terminal, such as this one down here, it will be able to unlock a level 2 door, an orange terminal level 3, red level 4, and purple level 5. So we'll see him use a fair few of those throughout this stage. But that's basically everything you need to know. We'll cover the rest of it as we go. So we may as well just crack on. So we want to get to this elevator over here and get to the prison cells where Meryl is being held and the interrogation room where Snake is being held. So we will start with Otacon, who is going to get straight to the elevator because I don't think we need to worry about these terminals here. They could be handy, but we want to get a move on. So we're going to go dash, 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 and then sneak. So we'll do his noise check. He does make noise, unfortunately. And then the cyborg ninja will go dash, 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 and dash to there. And we will see if he makes any noise. He also makes noise. We'll draw our first guard order card. Okay, so none of that matters. Move 2 and turn to the right. So this guy's going to be the closest. And I've rotated this map so the activation order is going like that. It's 1, 2. One, 2. 1, 2. Then it's back to Otacon and Grey Fox's turn. So Otacon will go first since he is the one next to the elevator button. So he's going to use an interact action to move the lift. So the elevator arrives on the interrogation room floor, and Otacon still has 3 actions. So we can see down here Snake is in the prison cell. He can't do anything, I've just put him there for decoration. Here's our level 4 security door. And here is a level 4 access terminal. So we can use this terminal to open that door. So Otacon has 3 actions remaining, and he is going to dash, dash, and then he wants to be out of line of sight of these guards. So he's going to dash again to there. And we just need to hope his token doesn't follow him. Which it doesn't. So that's Otacon done. And now Grey Fox, there's no need for him to be up here. So he is going to sneak 1 and then use an action to activate the elevator and head off to the prison cells, as Grey Fox will be the one to save Meryl. Okay, so Grey Fox arrives in the prison cells. And as we can see here, we've got an Event A token, and we've got these objectives all behind locked doors. So one of these objectives is going to be Meryl, all the others are duds. So of course Grey Fox is just going to have to manoeuvre his way around here and try to find the correct objective. And once he finds that objective, Meryl is rescued. And then once Otacon rescues Snake, that is the end of the stage. So hopefully we'll have some good luck here. But we have got these 2 investigation tokens here, so we're definitely going to draw this guard's attention. So for now, the only thing that Grey Fox can really do, because he doesn't want to run out here and get seen, he's going to use his thermal goggles, which costs him 2 action points. but it lets us flip over one of the objective tokens in our area. So let's see where Meryl is. We'll start with the closest one, and she is not there. So we know we don't need to worry about that door. And then that is the end of that turn. So we will draw a guard order card, and we'll resolve down here first, and then in Otacon's area. Okay, so there's no knocked out guards, there's no cameras. Move 4 and turn to the right. So we'll start with this guard. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this guard will go 1, 2, 3, turn to his right. And then this guard, who should be there, not inside the cell, will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll see what's going on in the interrogation room. So over in Otacon's zone, luckily for us, the ninja took the lift away, so there's no investigation tokens on in this zone. So the guards will just be on patrol. So we have a look at that patrol card. So it was 4 and turn to the right. So we'll start with this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, his only path is to the left, so he'll turn that way. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And he will turn to his right, so he'll turn that way. And this one will go 1, 2, turn to his right, 3, 4. And that's the guards done. So we'll begin with Otacon, who the first thing he's going to need to do is hack this terminal. So when we hack a terminal, we have a dice sequence on it. And in this case, it's 4, 3, 2, 1. So Otacon will use his hack terminal action, which means he rolls 4 dice and needs to get that sequence of numbers to be able to use that terminal to access the system files. And that's not a bad result, because he gets a 3 and a 2, and then he can use his -1 focus token to turn that other 2 into a 1. So he just needs a 4. We can use a second action to re-roll any number of dice from this pool. So we're going to re-roll this 5, which means we can use our -2 focus token to turn it into a 4. So now we flip this terminal token over, and it means we can access it. So now we will use the system search ability, and the system search ability or action is where we take Otacon's system deck and we draw the top card. So that is misdirection. Okay, so that's not much use to us at the minute. It might be useful later on, we'll find out. So that goes into Otacon's hand, and he can have up to 3 of those cards available to him at any one time. If he draws a 4th, then he has to put one of them either at the top or bottom of the deck. So with his 4th action, he will use System Search again and get another card. Disable security. Okay, so handy, but we need a card called Remote Unlock, which will allow us to unlock this door. So that's Otacon done, and we'll go back to the prison cells and see what Grey Fox is up to. So the first thing Grey Fox is going to do is use his stealth camouflage. So he spends 1 of his tech tokens, and now, just like Otacon's stealth camouflage, the great thing about this is guards don't attack when being leapfrogged. So it costs him 1 action to activate that. He really needs to dash, because he needs to get away from these 2. So he's going to dash, which of course when he leapfrogs, he moves through him for only 1 movement point. So that's 1 dash, 2 dashes, 3 dashes, and then we'll do a noise check for him. And luckily he does not draw any attention. So we'll draw our guard order card. Okay, there's no dead bodies, there's no cameras, so move 4 and turn to the left. Okay. Well, this guy first, he is going to move there to investigate that. So his reaction card. Whose footprints are these? If the player is within 5 spaces, place their investigation token under their figure, otherwise remove the token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are just out of range. So that goes off the board, and that's the end of his turn. And then the rest of them will move 4 and turn to their left. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, turns to his left. And this one goes 1, 2, 3, 4, and turns this way. So that is the prison cells done. Let's see what's going on in the interrogation room. So back in the interrogation room in Otacon, guards are moving 4 and turning to their left. So this one first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then him. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then him. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he'll turn back round. And that's that done. So we'll go to Otacon, since we're already here. And Otacon is going to use his first action to do a system search. And he gets countdown resets. Okay, no use to us. He will do system search again. Okay, so now he gets remote unlock. So, unlock a security door up to X level. So, the good thing here is that Otacon can also unlock doors in the prison cell, because he is using a red terminal of level 4. So he can unlock a level 4 door, which lets him get this one open. And he can also start helping Fox by unlocking level 3 doors if he needs to. Now, because this is our 4th card, we need to return one of these to the deck. So we are going to get rid of... we've got plenty of time, so we're going to put countdown reset to the bottom of Otacon's system deck. Okay, so instead of doing this just now, we are going to use an action to refresh Otacon's +1, -1 focus token, and then we will come back to Otacon later. Okay, so the first thing Grey Fox is going to do is he's going to sneak twice to here to collect this Event A, which states we put this on our dashboard. Event A, Ketchup. Remove the A token and place the token on the player's dashboard. The player may discard token A from their dashboard in the space adjacent to the level 4 door to satisfy the free snake objective. Huh. So that's pretty cool. So that's the ketchup that Snake uses in the game to make it look like he's bleeding, and that brings the guard over. So that's another way we can escape. But I think we're going to stick with the hacking the door. Okay, and then he's going to use 2 actions to use his thermal goggles again. So we're going to flip this token, and it is not Meryl. So that is that done. And then it is on to the guard's turn. So we'll draw our guard order card. Okay, move 4 and turn to the right. Okay, so we start with this guy, who's going to step on Otacon's token. Whose footprints are these? Again, so thankfully not within 5 spaces. So that token is removed. And the rest of the guards will move 4 and turn to their right. So this guy will go 1, 2, 3, 4. He will go 1, 2, 3, 4, turn to his right. And that is our time in the cells done. So let's see what's going on in the interrogation room. Okay, so down here, the guards will also move 4 and turn to their right. So he will go 1, 2, but that's the only available path, so 3, 4. Okay, then he'll go 1. Now there's no space at the other side, so I don't think you can leapfrog him. So he will just turn 2, 3, 4, and then turn round. And then he will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then it's back to Otacon's turn. So we're going to try and do this remote unlock. So when we do this, we use the Access System ability. which tells us we roll a black die, and Otacon's hacker ability allows him to add up to 2 white dice to this roll. So we need a 1, a 2 and a 4. Okay, we're going to spend our first 2 actions to refresh his plus or minus 2 focus token, and then we will spend his +1 black die focus token. So roll these 4 dice and hope for a good result. Okay, so we've got a 2, so we can put that on there straight away, although we might not want to. Actually, so we can use Otacon's -2 focus token to turn this 6 into a 4, which finishes that one off for us. Then we can use his -1 focus token to turn this into a 1, so we just need a 2. We will use Otacon's reroll a black die. That's 5, that's no good to us. So we'll have to use another action. He's going to refresh his plus or -1 focus token to access the system again. So now these are the only 2 we get to roll. He gets a 4 and a 3, and luckily for us we can use Otacon's plus or -1 focus token to turn that into a 2, and that is the door unlocked. So we unlock the door to Snake's cell, and then Snake manages to sneakily escape himself. He doesn't actually play any part in this. So that's our first objective done. We just need to find Meryl. But with his final action, he's going to refresh his plus or -1 focus token. And then that is that done. So we'll go back to the prison cells. Grey Fox he's pretty safe at the minute with the guards over here and over here. So he's going to spend his first 2 actions to use his thermal goggles and reveal one of these tokens. Okay, so Meryl's not there. And then he'll use another 2 actions to use his thermal goggles and reveal this token. Ah, so we know Meryl is down here. Okay, so all we have to do is get down there. But that's it for his turn. So we draw a guard order card. We find the guards are going to move 4 and turn to their right. So we start with this one. Who he would have been facing that way, wouldn't he? So he'll actually rotate to his right. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy will go 1, turn to his right, 2, 3, 4, and then turn to his right again, which is very unfortunate for us. And then this guard will go 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's the prison cells done. So over in the interrogation room, 4 and turn to the right as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And then he'll actually turn to his right, so he'll go 4, hit that wall, and turn around. And then we are on to Otacon's turn. Now we don't need to worry too much about that remote unlock, because Grey Fox has that level 3 security card. So instead, we're going to try and get a system card that will let us distract the guards away from Grey Fox. So we will use a system search. So we have remote access, another system search, distraction. Okay, yeah, that might be actually really helpful for us. So none of these are that much use to us right now, so we're going to throw all them and the remote access to the bottom of Otacon's system deck. And then we're just going to focus on using distraction for now. So that was his second action, wasn't it, to find that card. So all we need for this is a 4 and a 6. So we'll roll the dice. And we get a 5, a 4 and a 3. And now thankfully we refreshed Otacon's plus or minus 1. So we can turn that into a 6, and we've got a 4. So now we can turn X number of guards to face a new path. And because we're doing that from a red terminal, we can turn up to 3 guards to face a new path. So I'm going to turn those in just a moment when we go back to the prison cells. Otacon would have only had 1 action remaining, I believe. So he will just refresh his plus or minus 1 focus token again. And then we will go back to the prison cells. So, back in the prison cells, we have that distraction card, which we will just apply that now. So we can turn all 3 of these to have a new facing. So of course he's going to turn that way, he's going to turn that way, and he will turn this way. Which is, that's done wonders for us. So now all Grey Fox is going to do is go sneak, 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 sneak. And then we draw our guard order card. Okay, so the guards are going to move 3 and turn to the right. So we start with this one up here. We'll go 1, 2, spin around 3. He will go 1, 2, 3, and then rotate to his right until he's facing that way. And he will go 1, 2, 3. And because the only path available to him is this one, he will turn that way. So these guys will also move 3 and turn to the right. So he will go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now we go back to the prison cells. So this guy's going to see us, but it doesn't really matter because we're about to complete the stage. So Grey Fox is going to use his +2 dash focus token, which allows him to move up to 4 spaces when dashing. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. He of course gets seen, so his alert token is on the board. But now he uses his level 3 key card with another action to unlock this door. So that's 1 for the sprint, 1 for the unlock, 1 to move in there, and as soon as he sees this token, he rescues Meryl, and that is the end of the stage.
That was a close one, Snake. Ocelot, you'll pay for that. Snake, about Meryl. She joined up of her own free will. I'm sure she was prepared for this.
No, you're wrong. Meryl thought she had to become a soldier. Thought it was the only way. She said she thought it would bring her closer to her dead father.
She said that?
She wasn't ready for real combat. I shouldn't have pushed her so hard. It's all my fault.
It's not like you, Snake.
Master, what is it?
Sorry for eavesdropping, but I just couldn't listen anymore.
Master.
Snake, you can have regrets if you want to. It's only natural.
Snake,
What?
Meryl, she's pretty special to you, huh?
She's the Colonel's niece and a combat buddy.
Is that all? Come on.
This is like a police interrogation.
No,
I guess it's in the genes.
Genes? What are you talking about, Colonel?
No, I just remembered about Naomi's grandfather. I think Naomi said he rose as high as assistant secretary in the FBI during Edgar Hoover's time.
Is that right?
Yes. Yes, he was Japanese, and he became a special undercover investigator to nab the Mafia.
When was that?
Oh, sometime in the 50s, I guess.
Where?
New York, I think.
Naomi, I thought you didn't have any family.
Well, I researched it after I became an adopt. My grandfather was already dead by the time I learned about him. I never even had the chance to meet him.
Oh.
Snake, good luck.
Watch your back, Snake.
So for clearing that stage, we unlock equipment card number 16, which is some rope. Place 1 rope from this card on an adjacent knocked out guard. This knocked out guard ignores the Waken Guard's effect on guard order cards. Oh, cool. So you can tie them up, but other guards will discard that rope. And you get 5 of those when you take that with you. So that's pretty handy. And because the ninja, Grey Fox, got his hands on token A, we get equipment card 15, rations. So Snake will continue on, and he will contact Mailing to save his progress, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
What can I do for you, Snake?